a young girl that got married, there are some certain situations that will come in that marriage. You can't be able to handle it because you're still young and naive. Hello my lovers, you're highly welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're coming across my channel for the first time, you're welcome. Do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel so be notified anytime I upload a new video. Okay, my name is Lovely, aka Mermaid Man Special. I'm a mother of 3 twin boys and a girl. To our new subscribers, you're highly welcome. On this channel we talk about family lifestyle, my personal vlog, cooking vlog, and so many inspirational videos concerning relationship and marriage. You're going to learn a lot from this platform, so try and join the family so you can learn a lot here. Okay, so you're welcome. Today I want to talk about early marriage, advantage and disadvantage of early marriage. So are you a fan of early marriage? Did you marry early or did you marry late? That's the question of today. So I'll be telling you guys according to my own experience. Okay, I married early. I married 2012 while I was 20. Okay, so I have been in marriage for going to 14 years now, or 15 years in marriage. So I think getting married early has advantage, it also has a disadvantage. Okay, so let's start with the advantages of early marriage. I think getting married early, advantage of it is that you got to have your kids early. You have to enjoy your home and start building early with your partner, and you got to grow with your kids. If you're opportunity to have your kids early, you have to grow with your kids, and by the time you've gotten to about 40 or 50 years, you already have a grandchild. Okay, so that's one of the advantage of early marriage, right? So for me, I married early, but it's quite unfortunate I didn't start having kids early. I have a delay in childbirth of about 9 years before I started having my kids. So if you go down my videos, you will see where I talk about my infertility journey for 8 years. Okay, you will hear about how I passed through infertility and how I was able to conquer infertility for over 9 years in marriage. Okay, so that is one of the disadvantages. If you marry early, you have your kids early and they will grow with you early. You grow your family early, so that is the advantage. While your mates are still in school, still struggling, you're already done with childbearing and you're already growing your kids. When you get to 50, your kids is already in university or they have already graduated. So that's one of the advantage of early marriage. Another advantage of early marriage is this: in case of infertility, like on my own case, if you marry early, it has advantage in the sense that there are some circumstances that you will miss in your marriage. You have to fight it early. With the advantage of you getting married early, you could be able to sort it out on time. Like I married early, I started battling with infertility. We started fighting it on time. Because I married early, I was able to conquer it and start having my kids. With the time I got married, I was not getting older, you understand? But if you marry late and unfortunately you start having infertility problem, let's say you married at the age of 30 years and you have infertility or you have a delay of childbearing for 10 years, you're clocking already 40. And when you get to 40 years, your fertility drops as a woman. So, and that's biologically. Okay, so you cannot compare a fertile woman of 20 something years to a woman of 40 years. The fertility is not the same. All right, not that you can't be able to get pregnant. You can get pregnant at 40, but the percentage rate is too low. So that is the advantage. You marry early. If you had infertility journey, you could be able to battle it and fight it on time and start having your kids on time. Unlike someone that marry late, it will be very hard for that person. It will be a bit hard for the person to fight and still continue with childbearing. All right, so that's another advantage of marrying early. So another advantage I think marrying early is that you got to be strong and healthy while carrying pregnancy. Like when you marry early and start giving birth in your 20s, your body is still very young, and your body is still fit to carry pregnancy. Even the pregnancy symptom would be much effective, unlike a woman of 50 years or 40 years that's pregnant. So you have that strength as a young lady to carry pregnancy in your early years, unlike when you get to 40 or late 30s. All right, so you can ask other women that have been pregnant. If you're pregnant, if you have been pregnant in like 30 something years going to 40 years, and you've given birth at your early age, you will know that the difference both in symptoms is not the same. All right, so drop in the comment section, did you give birth early or did you give birth late? Like me, I had my kids at 20s, in my 20s. So now in my 30s, I might have maybe one child, a daughter, because for the disadvantage of married early is that, number one, you are so naive in everything that has to do with marriage. They will be talking about left and you'll be talking about right. You don't even know where to start from. And there are some things you cannot be able to bear as a young girl that got married. There are some certain situations that will come in that marriage. You can't be able to handle it because you're still young and naive. Okay, so that is one of the disadvantages of marrying early. You are not matured enough to carry the responsibilities that has to do with marriage. Both the stress of motherhood, both the stress of financial, both the stress of taking care of the home is really on you because you're too young to carry those responsibilities. The next disadvantage of getting married early is because it will withhold your career as a person. If you're a lady, you want to get married early and you are not done with your school, you don't have any career, you don't have any skill, and you finally got married, it will bridge down your career and that your plans, your future plans. It will slow it down because once you get married and start having kids, your possibility of you going for your career, it will reduce. Your possibility of you pursuing a skill or getting a skill, it will reduce drastically. So it's more better if you have those things achieved and then go to marriage. It will be more balanced. But when you have not been able to achieve anything, maybe you drop out from school or your career, you couldn't be able to finish up what you wanted, or you want to go higher for your masters and all that, you couldn't be able to do it, and you finally enter marriage. My dear, you continuing that course depends on the kind of man you got married to, for him to support you to pursue that dream. Not all man is willing to support their woman to go further in education, but those that knows the importance of education do support their women, but some of them don't support that. Once you're married, everything that has to do with education is already died off. The only thing they could be able to do for you is for you to start a business. Like in my own case, I dropped out from school. That's so sad because of the family background, problems, difficulties in my family. I just have to go and get married so that I can be able to help my younger ones. All right, it's really so sad for me that I have to do that. It's one of the sacrifices I paid as a first child of a family. I'm not proud of the decision I took, but I have no option because things were so hard for me. My parents, it's not easy for them. I have to drop out from school and get married so that my younger ones can be able to continue. All right, that's one of the sacrifices I paid. So, and that's one of the disadvantages of getting married early. You have to drop so many things. You have to sacrifice so many things for you to enter into marriage. So please, if you're a mother listening to this video, please don't advise your child to enter into marriage early without acquiring either a skill or getting a career done or getting something tangible for her own future. It really affects her in marriage. This is one of the mistakes I made in my own life, and I'm still regretting it. Though I thank God for life where I am today, but I still wish I was able to complete my education. Please, mothers, do not push your child to enter into early marriage because it will deprive her so many things. both educational level, getting a skill. It will deprive her in so many areas, and she will be so naive and enter marriage. She won't even know anything that has to do with marriage. It will be so hard for her to cope. All right, so I think early marriage is good, it's also bad. I think it's better for you to acquire something at hand, either a skill, or you have education, you have a certificate at hand, so you can be able to get a job. Possibly for you, you can start doing something, make money for yourself, and have some money in your account before you enter into marriage. So it will be easier for you. If you enter into a marriage without anything, my dear, you'll be so broke, like you'll be so messed up in that marriage. No matter the amount your husband have, you yourself as a woman, you need something doing as a woman to stand. Woman's money gives her a very strong fit in her husband's house. You cannot always depend on the man for his own money. You have to make your own money as a woman. So mothers, please don't support your children to marry early. I don't support that. None of my child will marry so early. Getting married, like, make sure education, everything is already settled before they can proceed with marriage. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this video is helpful. You learned something from this video. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share my videos with your friends. Click and comment under the comment section to encourage me. All right, thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. See you all in my next one. Bye.